Hey guys, Miss Dossie here. Today we're going to be doing a math lesson on pictographs. So I'm just going to go over today's agenda real quick. So first I will introduce you to what a pictograph, or sometimes a picture graph, is during a PowerPoint that I put together for you guys. Also, we will be looking at a new vocabulary word, and it has to be added to your math vocabulary list, okay? Also, we will be watching about like a 3-minute Khan Academy video. He's going to take us through the steps of what it really looks like to make a pictograph or a picture graph. So it's good to take notes during that and pay very close attention. After this, we're going to do a little problem together, and then I'll assign you your homework. And that's about it for what I have for this lesson today. But just a reminder that you can pause this video at any time, go back to something you may not have understood, or speed up if you already know what's going on. All right? So I'm going to get to it. We're going to watch this PowerPoint and we'll go from there.
Okay, so we're going to play from the start. So pictographs, sometimes known as picture graphs. So the man in the Khan Academy video that we're going to watch in a little bit calls them picture graphs, but usually they're referred to as pictographs. So let's just be mindful of that, but when we're talking about them, I'd like us to say pictographs. So what is a pictograph and why do we need to know about it? A pictograph is a way of showing data using images. Each image stands for a certain number of things. So as you can see, we have 1 cupcake equaling 6 cupcakes. So if you look next to Monday, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cupcakes, and each cupcake is actually 6 cupcakes. So 5 times 6, which is 30. So someone maybe ate 30 cupcakes on Monday, which is crazy, and I recommend you never do that, or else you're going to end up with a really bad stomachache, okay? Trust me. The next one is our keywords. So we have data, which we've learned about before in our bar graphs, but we'll just refresh. It's another word for information. Okay, so this is where I want you to pause the video and write down the definition of key. Alright, so you're back. I hope you paused it. A key tells the quantity, how much the picture, which is the symbol, like the cupcake that we saw on the previous slide, is worth or represents. So in our previous slide, if you will remember, we have the 6 cupcakes equaling, well, actually, I'm sorry, we have the 1 cupcake equaling the 6 cupcakes. So steps to make a pictograph, or a picture graph, or for the guy in the Khan Academy video. Step 1, write a title for your graph. So we have to make sure that we always label our graphs. Just like I stressed when we made bar graphs, it's very important that we do the same thing when we make a pictograph. So for example, if I was going to do an ice cream pictograph, I would maybe label it favorite ice cream flavors. Step 2, make sure you have your categories labeled. These go down vertically on your pictograph chart. So if you look, you can see that we have the little candies, and next to them we have Susie, Bobby, Julie, and Sam. I'm going to circle that with my pointer arrow. You can see that, okay? And please make note that they do have the title there, and then he has the categories lined up. Step 3, choose a picture to represent your data. So obviously, you're not going to have an animated ice cream cone if you're like coloring it or drawing it, but just make sure it looks as neat as possible and make sure it makes sense to the graph that you made. So let's go back to the title we made for our example graph, which is the favorite flavors of ice cream. I chose the categories chocolate, vanilla, mint chip, rocky road, and strawberry. My favorite personally is mint chip. I don't know what your guys's is, but okay, off topic, but moving on. I decided that our picture is going to be an ice cream cone to represent the ice cream flavors and how many votes are for each ice cream flavor. Moving on. Step 4, you're going to make a key. And please remember that a key is very important. We need a key always, because if we don't, we're not going to know what one ice cream cone represents. It could be just 1 or it could be 50. We're not going to know if we don't label it. So please, please, please remember to always label your key. Okay, so let's put it all together. So we have class votes for favorite ice cream flavor. As you can see across the top, we have chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, which is in the pink, mint chocolate chip, my favorite, the green, and then Rocky Road. So as you can see, there is a title, and the different categories are labeled, which is the flavors of ice cream, and then there is a key as well. And the key here is 1 scoop equals 1 student. So why don't we do a problem right now? Can we count how many students voted for, let's say, chocolate? So let's follow my arrow. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 people voted for chocolate. But what if I said that 1 scoop doesn't equal 1 student anymore? What if it equaled 2 students? So we'd have to change the key. We'd have to erase our 1 and make that a 2. So let's pretend it's a 2. Let's look at the strawberry ice cream. So if we had our key representing 2, how many students would have voted for strawberry? I'll take a second. You guys can figure that out. Pause it if you need to. All right, but please remember that now it is 2 students. Okay, we're back. So strawberry would be 2 for 1 scoop and 2 for the second scoop. So if we remember, 2 plus 2 equals 4. So that means 4 students voted for our strawberry ice cream. Okay, so that's the end of my little slideshow. We're now going to watch the Khan Academy video. So stay tuned, and I'm going to switch over to that real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is our Khan Academy video. Remember that he calls it a PIctograph, but remember I would like you to call it a pictograph. So let's watch and see how he does this.
What we have here is a picture graph. And the reason why it's called a picture graph is because it uses pictures to give us information. In this case, it uses the picture of a mouse. And it tells us that one of these little mouse pictures means 1 mouse. It equals 1 mouse. So what is this picture graph telling us? Well, the title says Mice on Farm. So this tells us how many mice are in the different places in a farm. And you could see here the different places where we might find mice. We could find mice in the house, in the barn, the pasture, or the corral.
Okay guys, so let's pay attention and look. We see that he put the location and he has mice going up along the side, and he also remembered to title it Mice on the Farm, and most importantly he had his key, which he emphasized in the beginning, with the 1 mouse equaling 1 mouse. Okay, so let's keep paying attention and watch the rest of this video.
And then these, I guess you could say, these stacks of these mouse pictures tell us how many mice there are in each of those places. So, for example, in the house, we see this they tell us that's 1 mouse. It says 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, or 4 mice. 4 mice in the house. That's 4 right over there. Right that over there. 4 mice in the house. How many in the barn? Well, same idea. 1, 2, this is a different color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 mice. 6 mice in the barn. So there's 6 mice in the barn. Let me just write that down. So 6 mice in the barn. What about the pasture? Well, we see that there's 3 mice there, just because each of these pictures is 1 mouse. The person who made the picture graph could have made each of those pictures a different number of mice, but here each one is 1 mouse. So there's 3 in the pasture, 3 in the pasture, and then finally, go for a little bit, and then finally, there are 2 in the corral. 2 in the corral. So if someone asked you how many total mice are there on this farm, well, you would add all of these up. You would say 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 3 is 13, plus 2 is 15. 15 total mice on the farm. So once again, picture graph. Just a way to show data, to show information. This tells us how many mice are in each part of the farm. Someone said, how many mice in the barn? You say, okay, well, there's 6 mice. If someone says, how many mice are in the pasture and the corral combined? Well, that's going to be the 3 in the pasture plus the 2 in the corral, or 5. They said how many mice in the whole farm, and if these are all the places where the mice could be, what's going to be the 4 plus 6 plus 3 plus 2, or 15.
Okay guys, so this Khan Academy video will be linked on our class blog, so if you want to watch it again, you can watch it there. Alright guys, so that's it for our lesson today on pictographs. If you have any questions, please ask me the next time you see me, email me, have your parents email me, I'd be happy to help. Alright, so I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!